Suppose you opened your own project and somehow it was able to achieve amazing success and you became a millionaire, but you do not want to divide these profits with your state in so-called taxes. But what are the taxes? Taxes are a group of fees that countries impose on profits. Focus on this word exactly, as it is the focus of the entire episode. For your information, the more your profits increase, the higher the tax rate. This means that if you are in Belgium, you will pay 42%, and if you are in Germany, you will pay 40%. If you are in Denmark, you will pay 37%, but you are a conservative and committed man and do not want to break the law. Here you will start looking for countries that do not impose taxes on you or impose them, but at very low rates. Here come countries called tax havens, which has an income of more than $200 billion, while its national income is only $10 billion. Here, let me tell you the way how to do this from your country and you are comfortable, and this method is called transfer pricing. That is, for example, you want to sell apples in America, so when you open 3 companies, the first in America and call it Stevus, and you open a second in a country that produces apples with very cheap labor, and you call it Steve Apple. You open a company in one of the countries, tax havens, and calls it Steve Profit. Suppose, for example, that Steve Apple produced apples worth $100. Fastum sold it to Steve Profits for $100, which is the same as the cost price. That is, you did not win anything. You spent $100 and sold it for $100, so there are no taxes to pay for Steve Apple. Then you will sell the apples from Steve Profits Company to Steve's company for $200, and because Steve Profits Company is located in a country within tax havens, you will not pay any taxes. Then you will sell the apples in the United States through your third company for $200, meaning that you will not pay the government any dollars because you bought for $200 and sold for $200. Thus, you will be able to sell your apples without paying any taxes completely legally, but the matter is not that simple, as it is more complex and requires skilled accountants, great experience, and knowing that this matter greatly harms the mother country, which in our case is the one that produces apples, and is often a poor country that provides several facilities in order to attract investments. But who cares? You are a greedy capitalist who only cares about profit. This is just one of the methods of tax evasion. There are several other methods, such as exaggerating invoices and converting profits into company expenses. This method depends on the country. For example, there are countries that consider company cars, company travel, and several other things as company expenses and not profits. Here, you greedy capitalist, when you want to buy a car for yourself, you do not buy it in your name, but in the name of the company so that it is not considered a profit, and the fuel and maintenance for it are included in the company's expenses. The same applies to real estate. Here, before the time comes to pay taxes, the company buys several real estate properties so that it gives up all of its financial liquidity, or in other words, its profits, and therefore there are no profits to pay tax on it this year. However, the company can sell this property after the period of paying taxes has passed, and it benefits from its money. As I said before, you cannot apply the matter in all countries, as it differs from one country to another. In conclusion, tax evasion remains one of the things that most harm countries and their economies, and several countries spend budgets annually to fight it, but it will not simply disappear, because those who make the law are wealthy people, and they will not put anything that harms their interests into the mix. Don't forget to subscribe, capitalist.